University set up and set aside some time to develop their own nutrient line. So this is the result of about 1.5 years' work. The nutrient line went live about a year ago, and it's a 9-part nutrient line that goes with his cultivation methodology. Medicine was founded in 2009. That's the Williams family. Last year they grew about 1,600 pounds of marijuana. Their facility is about 40,000 square feet. Josh's facilities, 2 combined, are about 48,000 square feet and represent 3 licenses for cultivation. That's just an indoor shot. If you go to our website, there's a video. I won't bore you with the video. Anybody can hit the website. It gives you a video tour of both the dispensary and our cultivation. But one of the things we do is we run a very aseptic, clean type of cultivation. So, the gentleman asked me earlier about the Stulls units. So we were the first one in the U.S. to actually call Stulls and say, we want to buy some of your clean room equipment to put in a cannabis facility. They're like, huh? So 27 units later, they figured we're real and our check didn't bounce. And I think this last show in Washington, D.C., they have a cannabis-specific unit now. So after learning a lot of lessons on our systems and what worked well and what didn't work well, they've really evolved as a company, and they offer a very good clean room type system that maintains a good environment for you for growing flower and vegetables. That's the dispensary. We all know that this last year 8 new initiatives passed, so we now have 8 adult use, and I'd encourage everybody, rather than call it rec, call it adult use. It's like an adult use beverage. I went to college my freshman year. I had a recreational experience with beer. Never had it ever again, but it's not recreational, it's an adult use product. So we always encourage people to refer to it as an adult use product. So with the 8 states that currently have adult use initiatives that are live or in the process of promulgation, with Texas, and I grew up in Texas where they used to shoot people and bury them if they got caught with a roach clip or whatever. But in Texas, they now have a very low THC initiative for intractable epilepsy in adolescents. It's kind of an interesting deployment. Only 3 licenses were granted, and it's at least Texas cracked the door just a little bit for the cannabis industry. So that was very exciting. States that have the new initiatives: medical passed in Arkansas, Florida, Montana, and North Dakota. Adult use passed in California, Maine, Massachusetts, and Nevada. Arkansas has every reason to be proud. Florida is still trying to figure out what the heck they passed. And they still don't know what they passed in the low THC initiative 3 years ago. And if you have to be, a guy that scored within 5 points, you're going to be grandfathered and given one of the 5 remaining. And if you're a canner or a processor, 2 of those licenses are going to those. The black farmers get 1. I'm sure if aliens landed, they would get 1 as well. But the Florida market is very kind of convoluted right now. And it's a medical only, and there's no flower, no smokable. So the market there is going to be very interesting to watch over the next several years. You guys have already passed the legislation, rules are there, you have an application that's live, you're going to have submittals on the 18th of September. Likely by the time the election cycle finishes, they'll announce who's going to be holding these permits. So my hat's off to Arkansas, because you guys have been able to get this moving along very quickly. You've done a good job, I think. So